everybody, it's Jo here from Creative Empowerment, and here we have another pick a card reading, and this is all about healing messages for you. It's one of my favorites, doing healing messages. I am a healer and I love working on healing, and I believe that with my readings, both pick a card readings online as well as private ones, that I'm working with people's guides to bring a healing message to them. So as with all pick a cards today, it is about finding the energy that you're being drawn to. So we have 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. I will go ahead and put some crystals on which might help you choose. So today I'm working with really grounded energies. I feel like we're working with a lot of earth energy. I needed to bring in, this is green Tara. We're really working with, sort of the colours of the earth here. With the crystals. So I'll actually tell you what crystals we have. We have orange carnelian here, which is all about the sacral chakra. We have mookaite, and I don't know what chakra this is, but it feels like an earthy chakra. And then we have Shiva Lingam, which is very much about the base and sacral chakra. So we're really working with those lower chakras here today. And one of the things that I've noticed about is that, as a healer, I'm doing a lot of work on my own lower chakras to bring in higher energies. And so I feel like that this is probably something a lot of people are working with at the moment. So when you know which pile or piles are drawing you, there will be links in the description box and hopefully the top comment that'll take you directly to your pile. If you would like a private reading, there is a link in the description box below. And as always, please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this reading. Okay, I will see you in your reading. Hi there, pile number 1. If you chose the beautiful orange carnelian sphere, then this is your reading today. So it's all about healing. Wow. I love white buffalo calf woman. I love this energy that it brings in. It's one of peace offering, and it really feels like Spirit is bringing you something that you really need. Now, as I've said, really need, I don't know if you're going to want it. No, I'm laughing with you, not at you. But what I mean by this is that often, things come into our lives for a reason and a season, and not because we've been desiring them, but because we actually need them in our lives. And I feel like this is almost like a messenger from heaven almost. Lots of different ways of thinking about this, and I'm also feeling a little bit ungrounded at the same time, which is kind of interesting because we have Roots of Abundance, which is in the reverse. We have Beyond the Ordinary, which is a 9, and then we have another 9, which is Clear and Activate, Create Sacred Space. Excuse me, and I'm also noticing something going on with my ear, my left ear, as I'm doing this, and I have that feeling of being unbalanced. So this peace offering, I'm not going to use the word peace offering because it feels like it's, I feel like it's a bit of a gift from Spirit is what I feel like this might be. And when I said that before, it's about something that you need, okay? And I know I've said that already. Sometimes it's like I have to repeat myself, and it's, I don't get a choice about that sometimes. So this here is making me feel like this is very much sacral chakra energy and the root chakra. I don't feel like you're very grounded and very balanced at this point in time. And I'm also noticing the key here. So I feel like there is some sort of, again, I've got this ear thing happening in my left ear, and this is all about, it feels like sound vibration. So perhaps, perhaps you might listen to some sound frequency medicine is what I want to say, and perhaps this helps unlock the base chakra for you. And I have been talking a lot about the sacral and the base chakra today, and it felt like what this video wanted to be about, even though it didn't want to be called that. Now this also here, this feels like a higher frequency that you're going to be able to bring in. You feel like you're the medicine people of the groups that I've had here today. I feel like there's some very strong medicine that you're working with, whether you're actually a healer yourself or whether you've been doing a lot of healing on yourself. But I do feel like in the dream state, in a meditative state, you're really working on connecting with your higher being. You are beyond the ordinary, which means that you are really working on a higher frequency than a lot of people. This here, I'd love to know what this is for most of you because it feels quite different. But what I was going to say before, and I did get sidetracked, apologies of that. This feels like, that the calling in of white light. And when I say that, it sounds a little bit mundane, but what I'm being drawn to is there's a lot of white here. I have the white here. I have white flowers, which you can't see off to the side there. And it's almost as if there's this vibration of purity coming in for you, which I feel is just divine. And it feels like you're connecting to a higher frequency than there is color for. That's a strange thing to say. And I got a bit of a headache at the back of my neck area, sort of the base of my neck, which is what we call the jade pillow in the tradition of Qigong that I practice. But it really feels like a very big opening up is happening for you. What else have we got? Wow. Oh, I love it. I love this. So you've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So you're really balancing this masculine and the feminine. And it's all about your passions. It's all about your excitement. And it's excitement for moving forward because you are this is all about passion. This is all about excitement. This is all about, can be sexual excitement, of course, because it's about the chakra, the sacral chakra. Goodness gracious, my words. But it's all about passion. It's all about excitement. And it's about, really engaging in your heart's desires. That's really the feeling that I'm getting here for you. It's about releasing this old energy, releasing the old energy of anxiety, of frustration, of sleepless nights. And sleepless nights feels like a big one for this pile. What else have we got here? Yeah. Again, we've got the 5 of Cups. So this is about releasing what you need to release and know that, you've still got some stuff left. As in, there's still some good stuff, and there may still be some stuff to work through because we're never truly finished. But you're definitely accessing a higher dimension here, and you're accessing it from a non-duality standpoint, and that is amazing to me. I feel, this is a big gift from Spirit for you because you've been doing a lot of work, but you still need to work on the roots. On this grounding aspect. And I really do feel like it's at the back of your neck, the base of your head, which, like I said, is the jade pillow, or it is the back of the third eye chakra. So you may really want to work on that. And both of these cards here are really they've got the heads and they're leaning backwards, allowing the energy to come in. And then this one here, it's exploding out the back. So it feels almost like you're not allowing the energy to permeate and to penetrate through. There may be a block at the back of that chakra, and it feels quite uncomfortable in my body. And it feels like it could be something that has been keeping you up at night. Not the block, but insomnia. And there could be a loss here that, I talked about the ear. This also could be TMJ. There can be, some other tension related stuff that this could be. And it's all to do with some loss in the past. Now, I say that not in a way to dismiss it. I say it in a way because you know what this is. I'm not talking to someone here that doesn't know what this is about. You understand what it is that you're moving on from. And not that some of them may feel like they're closer to home than others, but the thing about it is it's a completion of this. We've got 9s here. We're completing this cycle. You know that you're completing this cycle. You know you're nearly finished this work that you've been doing. It doesn't mean will have no work left, but Spirit is going to really support you. And I just have to keep coming back in here with this. This is just awesome. So this is non-duality. This is non-binary. This is you leveling up. We talk about this idea of a new earth. We talk about, like, I feel like I'm screaming at you. I apologize, Pile One. This is the new earth. This is you entering into it. This is you actually standing in your power in a non-binary way. And I am not talking about male and female. I am talking about binary in the terms that it relates to duality on the earth plane. Big, 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 big message here for you. The Knight of Swords is coming in here. Now it's in the reverse position, and I feel like this feels like a message. So we've got the swords here, the 9. This feels like, and that's another 9, I didn't realize that. So there's lots of completions here. This feels like something that might want to pull you back into something. So just know that, you know, it feels like almost a test that you'll get pulled back by something. Just know that, keep your eye open for it, and allow yourself to speak from the heart. Even though you may feel extremely passionate about whatever this thing is. There's this little robin here with the red thrushed chest area. And it's like speak from the heart, but speak from a grounded place where your emotions don't get the better of you, where you're able to access this highest dimensional frequency that you're able to dip in and out of, or you're getting to that point. And the last message for you, which is from Archangel Michael, I love it. Believe and trust. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. I absolutely love that for you. Because I feel like there's doubt in your mind. Because as I was reading that, I was hearing voices in my head that were saying, you know, there needs to be more cards. There's not enough cards. And it wasn't me. Because what this is you doubting your own healing. Whether you're doing this for yourself or whether you're working with somebody else, or whether you're, you know, you might be that new to it that you think, oh, this is too easy. Or you might have been working on it for a really long time and you think to yourself, oh, is it nearly over? Do you know what I mean? Like there's some things here where there's a belief that this isn't enough. This is everything. This is everything. This is a release of all that stuff down there. All the disbelief, all the doubt, all the worry, all the overthinking, all the anxiety. It's like you're cutting the cords of all the things that have held you back in life. That's a big, big thing. It's no small matter. And I haven't had to say a lot, but the thing is, it's a very, very important message. And if you look at both of these cards, this clear and activate, beyond the ordinary, you know, they are in a different world. They are in a different world, and that's where you're going. You're going into that new earth space. So it is a big, big message. And if you've heard this message and you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's a very exciting time for you. Thank you so much for being here, pile number 1. If you would like a private reading to know more about your personal situation, there is a link in the description box below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And thank you if you are. I appreciate you being here, and follow me on Facebook if you'd like to see some other things that I'm doing. And I do hope to put some new content on my Facebook channel and get more involved. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose the beautiful piece of Mookaite, then this is your reading today, all about healing and where you're healing in your life, the healing messages. So let's have a look at the first 2 messages for you. Actually, we're going to bring in a few more bits, bit more. Yeah, we're going to bring all that in. That'll do for now. Okay, so these are your cards here. Okay, so we have Jesus here and we have El Moira, and El Moira is asking you to clear and shield your energy, and I feel like you might want to do that now. Like I feel like I was getting quite a pain in my sort of third eye area. And then open your heart, Jesus, to love. So you can ask Elmoira and Archangel Michael to clear and shield your energy. So ask for it to be cleared, and then ask that they shield your energy from harsh environments. I don't know whether you work in a harsh environment or whether you're living in one, or whether the situation at the moment is just harsh for you. You may be sensitive, you may be an empath. Again, we have a lot of earth energy happening here. We have, you know, the browns. So there's I feel like you're someone also who is quite attached or connected to animal spirit energy, really noticing the lion and the bear there, and the lambs obviously, and what else we got? Wolf. So lots of teacher energy coming in here with Jesus as well, obviously. So these, I feel like you're an empath, a teacher, a healer, you know, that sort of energy, or a sensitive, and I feel like part of you wants to open up more and have more encounters with higher frequencies, energies that, you know, perhaps ascended masters, that sort of thing, star guides, whatever it is. But I also feel like you're in a, you know, an environment where, you know, it's not the safest for you, or it's not that it's not safe, it's hectic and it feels intrusive upon you energetically. And the soul fragments card here, it's a 33, so it's a master number, and balance balance will be restored. And I feel like that's this message for healing around you at the moment, is that it's not that you're out of balance, but it's like there's things that have been fragmented. You can ask that all of your soul fragments come back to you cleansed and healed. But I feel like there's something in your environment that is scattering your energy. Now, whether that is, you know, emotional relationships, whether this is the news, social media, whether this is a particular person, this could even be an item, this could be a crystal, this could be a photo. You know, there's a few things this could be, and while I'm talking about it, if something pops into your mind, that is the object. You can ask Elmoira and Archangel Michael to clear this object for you. You might want to sage it, you might want to cleanse it, you might want to do a few things. You might ask that it be purified and cleansed, its vibration. You could use a singing bowl, place it in a singing bowl, or sound. You know, there's lots of ways you can do it. You can pray. However it is that you find, you know, bring this beautiful open-hearted love of Jesus into whatever this thing is. So if it's a person, if it's a situation, you know, do whatever you feel will help you. Call on whoever you feel can help this situation, so that you can start coming back together. And I feel better just talking about it. I feel more cohesive and more present, which is great. Now, I kind of want to lift these cards up and out of the way now, because I feel like it's not like we've dealt with them, but we're moving on from that energy. So we have the Royal You and Seeing Beyond. And I feel, like I said before, you're a healer, you could even be a reader. That's going that way. What else? You're a sensitive, let's just leave it at that. And a teacher. Like, there's so many things that you could be, because this is a group reading. But the Royal You is so very important here. This is about taking care of you. This is about seeing beyond this situation. So this could be, you know, the pandemic that we're living in at the moment. And this could be you seeing beyond what is needed in the future. This could be that you're actually, it's really interesting, but you could be someone who's working in a business, and it could be your business, but it could be someone else's. But you're seeing the way of the future, and you're very important. The Royal You, this is about you stepping into this teacher mode. And it may not be that you're a teacher. You may be a hairdresser. You may be, what else? You may be anything. You may be a shop assistant. But it's about stepping into this role, knowing that there is a beyond this situation. See how there's quite a lot of light and dark here. We're moving beyond this situation. Seeing yourself stuck in this situation, seeing yourself bound by it, seeing yourself never getting out of it, it creates the energy of the times. Our thoughts create the reality that we live in. This is about you stepping into more of who you are, and I feel that you're very, very gentle. I talked about your sensitivity. We've got the lamb here. We also have the lamb in the strength card, and I feel like you are a lamb, but when pushed, you will step into your lion's role. And here I want to place this in the middle. This really feels like you are stepping into your royal you. It feels like you are stepping into the fact that you're here to do something. Okay, you're here to be, you're not here to be a member of the crowd, you're actually here to lead some people. Now, you may not be somebody who teaches a whole heap of people. You may not be someone who sees themselves as that role. But what I'm seeing is that your strength, your ability to stay true to who you are, to see beyond the things that other people may be seeing right now, it's like there's this guiding light within you, and I love that for you, pile number 2. There's this beautiful guiding light. Now, this energy down the bottom here, the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm really feeling this whole situation around what's happening with COVID here. It feels like, there is some whole heap of shit happening in a lot of people's lives, or in all of our lives, I should say, sorry. And this is a card of being locked out of institutions. This is a card of feeling scattered, feeling like you don't belong to situations and things anymore, feeling like you've had to be so strong because that's all you know. And I feel really emotional. My whole body just wants to burst into tears. And I feel like I might. This is knowing that this is par for the course. This is part of your journey. Now, I just did a one about journey, so you might want to go and watch that, because it might be maybe some more messages in there for you. This perhaps being separated from the mainstream or the main thrust of society, or feeling like you have to question your beliefs. There's a lot of things this could be here, where it's showing up in this reading for you, pile number 2. But this is about knowing that you're here to be a guiding light in this situation. We have the Knight of Wands. This is you rushing into something, but not because you don't think. This is you rushing into something because you're passionate about it, because you believe in it, because you have a fire in your belly and it has to happen. And this is where you need to clear and shield your energy, because there's a lot of stuff that feels like it's coming at you, but I also don't feel like it is, but I feel like you might feel it is. So a bit confusing, I understand that. But this is about knowing that you're here for this. You're here to do something here. You're here to make comments. You're here to be passionate, be proud, and bring the light. You're not here to make things worse. Just want to point that out. The Queen of Cups here is about knowing what you're bringing. It's you, it's your psychic senses. It's about seeing beyond the situation. It's about this open-hearted love that you're bringing. The Queen of Cups, man, she is someone who knows her own feelings. She knows how to protect them. We've got that protection energy. We've got the strength. There's so much going on here for you, pile 2. Your psychic senses are here to protect you too. Connect into them. See beyond this situation. This situation is not going to stay the way it is. We are moving into a different phase, a different structure. And, this dismantling of the status quo, this dismantling of the current structures, energies, institutions, whatever. This is meant to happen. You're meant to be witnessing it. You're meant to do something about it. You're meant to hold space. I don't know what it is you do, but you are meant to be a teacher for other people. And like I said, it doesn't mean that you're going to stand up on a soapbox and lecture people. Maybe it's you standing your ground. Maybe it's you doing what you do really well, which is emotionally supporting other people. And again, I feel really emotional, and I feel really, really, it's interesting because it comes and then it comes down. It comes and then it comes down. But it's knowing that you can't, you're meant to be here, but you've got to support yourself. You've got to keep stepping back, checking your energy, checking how present you are, checking how whole you are, checking your strength, knowing that this is okay to be witnessing this, knowing that you're here because you're special, because you're meant to be here, because you see beyond this situation. You're the guiding light. I just have to keep saying that. I know I've said it a lot of times already. And I love this card. Sense of humor. This is Archangel Michael giving you something to go on with. Thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. Now my body is feeling very tight and constrained while I'm talking. So I'm going to take a big deep breath. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. And that is really what I'm talking about. It's about seeing this in a different way. It's seeing beyond it. Keep your sense of humor. This is a temporary situation that we're moving through. It doesn't feel like it, I know. But this is part of your healing journey. And there's going to be much that opens up for you. Much, there's so much. If you're watching this video and you know how to read cards, and even if you don't, please really have a look at the energetic sort of directions that are happening in this reading. El Moira, he's very much a healer. It's about your strength. It's about knowing and connecting with this energy. And then Jesus, again, a very strong teacher, and about moving forward, knowing that you don't have to fight everybody to keep moving forward, that your presence alone, your strength alone, again, the emotions are coming up, that it's important work that you're doing. Keep your sense of humor. See beyond this. It's not lasting forever. We need the people who are going to be the guiding light. And it's like your night and day. And what I mean by that, oh God, there's so much emotion coming through my body, is that, these cards, they're so similar. If you look at the faces, you can see that it's almost like 2/3 of the face is shrouded in this thing, and one of the eyes is opening up and coming into the lighter aspect of these cards. And it's like night and day. Now, oh goodness. For you, there's going to be a moment, and it's going to be a big aha moment. And then it's when you step into your power. And this is when it's like a volcanic eruption happens, because you see it. You see what it is that you're here to do. You see it, you know it, you feel it, and it's then you can start connecting. Notice that the strength card is in the middle of this all, because you are strong enough for this, but you don't have to carry it like a burden. Wow, pile 2, this is such a big message for you, such a great healing message for you. I hope this message, carries with it the feelings that I'm feeling while I'm giving this and delivering this message. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all. Gosh, I'm getting so emotional with this group. Thank you so much for the work that you are doing, being you. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next reading. If you'd like to book a private reading, see the link in the description box below. I hope to see you again. I love your energy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this beautiful piece of Shiva Lingam, then this is your reading today. And this is very, you know, the polarities of masculine and feminine, working on healing any sort of sexual repression or trauma, lots of other things, so you might want to look that up. So the first cards for you are Nurture Yourself, Mother Mary, and Work Your Magic, Saint Germain, and they're in the reverse position. So just making sure you can see all these cards. I feel like this group may be somebody who has had, you know, maybe an upbringing that was quite strict or religious, and I really feel like these two cards in the reverse are really talking about that you've been taught not to love yourself first, that you've been to put other people or other things ahead of yourself, and as an empath, I really know that. That's something that I have been, you know, still working on, is putting myself before other people and not putting my own needs as the second, behind other people, should I say. And I've got quite a lot of a sort of headachy energy, and it feels very much like my gallbladder, which is about resentment. And you may be someone who has, as a child, is quite sensitive, was quite sensitive, are quite sensitive, and I feel like people may have told you that your sensitivity was a bad thing, that you know, that you're making stuff up, that that the things you saw, felt, heard, could feel were not true, and that it sort of went against what the family believed in. But I also feel here is that you were quite strong in your beliefs very early on, but I feel like people have turned that, not against you, but it's like it's been turned on its head for you. And I feel like now, I feel like it's like struggle mode. I feel like everything feels hard. It feels like I can't move forward. It feels like which again is very much about the gallbladder, you know, feeling restricted in life. And that's how I feel with you. And I feel with these A Tall Tale and Wish Upon a Star that this is talking about your childhood. We are talking about your inner child here, that it feels quite damaged. And I shouldn't say that. That's really a big negative word that I could use there. I could probably say something more along the lines of that, if you know, your inner child is hurt, and it feels like you have believed the stories that people have told you about yourself, and that you have taken them to heart. You've taken them on board. Both of these pictures here are showing someone covering their heart. It's like that you now either feel that you need to protect your heart from others, or you feel like, you know, whatever people have told you, whatever stories that they've told you, you've taken them to heart, and it's like your magic, it's not able to shine through. You're not able to connect with your own spiritual divinity. And I'm feeling quite a bit of pain at the crown energy, because you might have closed yourself down at the third eye or the crown. And you may be wanting to open that up again, but it feels like there's a struggle happening now. Living light energy, see the beauty in life. Now, this is talking about, for you and for today, pile number 3, this is talking about seeing that all of this is growth. These are the experiences that are going to make you into the person that you're going to be. Now, it's not to say that you aren't that person already, because it feels very future orientated, but you are going to grow from all of these experiences. Now I'm going to bring in some, that's come out the wrong way, I've flipped it up. The Empress here, this also could be talking about you nurturing another child into the world, because we are talking a lot about inner child work. Did I say before that I have an inner child video? I'll link it in the description box below. And maybe I'll put it up into the cards, wherever the cards are going to be. I don't remember. But the Empress is really talking to you about bringing something into the world, something that's very much about you, very creative, now you might not be a creative person, but it's coming from your, and these are words I do not use, womb space. It's coming from you. It may come from spirit as well, but it's coming from you. And this is very much about healing the inner parts of you so that you can bring this beautiful light into the world, that you can be this. See how this is taking up the whole city. It's like when you start shining into this one, pile 3, when you start shining into this aspect of who you are, really it's like you allow yourself to sing. So I'm just going to move some cards. I might move that actually. So some nice energies here for you. We've got the 6 of Cups, and this one does talk about, nostalgia of looking backwards, childhood innocence, things like that. And it could be that you are thinking that your childhood wasn't that bad. And it probably wasn't that bad. The thing is, it's not about how bad or good it was. What it's about is knowing that there are things that you don't need to continue to take with you. And that's the important part here for you, pile number 3. It's about letting go of the things that are holding you back, because I talked about that before. I talked about, being held back. And I feel like this is possibly mother energy, mother criticism perhaps. This card will come into it. It's a message from Archangel Michael, but it just doesn't feel like we're ready for that yet. But this is knowing that your childhood might have been beautiful and safe, and you may remember it fondly. But what it's missing is this ability to know how to nurture yourself, how to love yourself, how to parent yourself. And it may be that you have an addiction, or you may be someone who, works all the time, or something, you're telling yourself a story about how some behavior of yours is actually okay when it's not, because it's out of balance, not because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just out of balance. And it's about bringing it into balance here. This card here is telling you that, yes, your childhood was, I'm going to use the word okay, it was fine. But there is something there that you need to let go of, and stop looking back and thinking that you want that. There's something here to let go of. Now, the 8 of Cups here. So we've got another 8. We've got 8 there. It's at a 6. What else have we got? 39 is a 12. A 7. Okay, so we've got some sort of progressive energy, but it's all a bit mixed up. This card is talking about putting things in order and moving on, and that is exactly the type of energy that I was talking about with the 6 of Cups. And we've got cups here, so it's all about emotional health for you, your healing. The healing messages that are coming from Spirit are all about your emotional healing, and it's about heart healing. It's about healing the inner child and knowing that you can move on from this. And so I'm going to harp on this because I just keep getting this message from Spirit. It's not that bad. I know it's not that bad, but the thing is, it's holding you back. So you may be justifying it. You may be saying, yes, but my mum did this, or my parents did this. Yes, I'm sure they did, and they didn't mean any harm by whatever this thing is that I've been talking about. So it's okay to know that you're not being a bad child. You're not being a bad family member. You're not to blame. You are not guilty of anything. And it's time to let it go. Now, lots of emotion came up in my body, and I feel like it's still there. It's almost on the brink of tears, but not. Lots of stuff coming up in my sinuses, and a bit of congestion is how I feel. Now, this card is about putting things in order, and it's about leaving that stuff behind. It doesn't mean that you move on and that you don't have any contact. If this is a relationship that made you feel this way as well, this is moving on for you. And that's the thing that I feel like I'm talking about, and I don't feel like I'm getting that message across. And, please let me know in the comments below if you are getting that message, because this feels like it's holding you back from life. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the thing that you're working on, this healing aspect for you, the work that you're going to do, is going to bring big rewards for you. There's going to be a lovely slow progression out of this feelings of inadequacy, feelings of being too sensitive, being too something. And there's going to be something offered to you, gifted to you, and it's very good for stability in your life. I feel very strongly stable. And I feel like that's probably been missing from your life. I feel like it's not that you haven't had stability, but I feel like it's gone up and down. I feel like it's chopped and changed. And what I'm seeing with these two cards is this is Spirit bringing in some stability around the earth aspects of your life. So I talked about how this is very much about the base and the sacral. For some of the groups, it may be about the solar plexus too, but for your group, it doesn't feel like it's about that. It may be impacting your self-esteem, but that's not where the pain is. That's not where the hurt is. The root chakra feels much more important to me for this group. And once you're able to heal that wound, the things in your life are going to progress much more steadily, much more easily, and opportunities that you didn't think were going to come your way are going to show up. It's a beautiful, beautiful message for you, pile 3. The last message from Archangel Michael. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner wisdom and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. Now, while I was talking about that, it's like my head was thinking at the same time. And I feel like that's it's like your head is talking while I'm talking. And I am an old teacher, so part of me is like, you shouldn't be doing that. But it's not really about that. What it is that your brain is still talking to you while the message is coming. Your brain is still telling you not to blame your family. And I feel like there's so much, and I really want to cry now. There's so much that you don't want to blame them for, but they're probably little things. But when they all are added up, it's making a big difference in your life. It's making a big wound. There is nothing, you're not going to blame them. This is not about blaming anyone. This is about moving on from hurt. This is about healing you. And I think one of the first things I talked about was putting yourself first. And this has got nothing to do with them. It's not blaming them. It's not labeling them as bad people, bad person. This is knowing that you're looking after yourself. And that's such an important message for you. I feel like, I don't know if you're an empath or you're a healer or, but I feel like there's quite a heavy burden with this group. I feel like you don't want to acknowledge the pain that is there. And I feel like by unexpressing, by unacknowledging, you're unable to heal this wound within you. So I'm not sure whether this is actually going to make a big difference yet. But I feel like this is like a stepping stone for you, pile 3. For some of you, that'll be quite different. Please let me know in the comments below how this reading made you feel, because I do feel quite torn with this group. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of movement and potential going to happen for you. But I feel like there's a lot of guilt that's weighing you down. Again, if you'd like a private reading with me or even a healing to move some of this guilt, which is very much about lungs, but there's also the gallbladder energy that's really strong in this reading, resentment and anger, and repressed resentment and anger. I know that for me, I didn't even know how angry I was at the world until I did quite a lot of work to sort of figure that out. But the great thing about that what's happening now is that all of our healings are speeding up. So this healing message for you is a pretty heavy one. For some of you, it may feel quite heavy. For others of you, you'll know this and you'll know where you are in this space. And I feel like knowing that if you keep your eyes on the intended target, you're going to reach your destination, because the Empress is here, the Ace of Pentacles is here. You've got some great energy, moving into your life. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with friends if you think they might enjoy it. Hope to see you again in the future. Bye for now.